and Collector vs. Wild, the show where we collect, play, and discuss every single video game known to man. This is the Platinum playthrough for Death Stranding, a game that, by every definition I've ever used to describe a video game, I should absolutely hate. And for whatever crazy reason, I don't hate this game. In fact, I'm leery. I am extremely hesitant to say what I'm getting ready to say. But like, I want to say it, but I'm afraid that in a couple hours I'm gonna have to eat my words, and I don't want to have to do that. But all right, I'm gonna say it. You guys want me to say it? You guys want me to say it? Holy crap! They dropping napalm in this joint. It is very tropical here.
This is target blue.
Death Stranding. Oh, I'm so reluctant to say what I'm about to say, people. Clem, help me! Death Stranding. Might be. Uh-oh. Connection to the game is unstable. Does that mean my stream's about to crash 30 seconds into it? But Death Stranding might be one of my favorite games from this generation. I said it, and now I can't take it back, which means in an hour I'm probably gonna have to eat my words. Anyway, we're here doing the mission where we left off last night, picking up exactly where we left off. If you're just tuning in, I will warn you, these streams are not spoiler-free, which I don't know how you do a Death Stranding stream and make it not spoiler-free. I've got to imagine that's impossible. Because the whole game, like, the game itself is a spoiler. Like, forget about the story. The game is a spoiler. The game. The game is a spoiler. Like, that's how serious this is. Is that medevac? Hey, hold up, man. I'm trying to hang with y'all. Let's get there. I'm just running through all these guys' bodies to see if it does anything. Turn the headset down in my ears. Let's take some comments from the crowd. We got my man Clintus here. My game of the year. Now, it's definitely not my game of the year, because that would have to go to a game that I forgot about. Oh, the game of the year goes to Outer Worlds. No question. Although I think Outer Worlds came out last year. I gotta look up the release years. I don't know that I'd say game of the year, but I will say Death Stranding is easily, from the games that were made this generation, not the games I played this year, because I played a lot of games this gen from other generations, but out of all the games I've played from this generation of games, Death Stranding is probably going to go down as one of my more enjoyable experiences. It's like what Horizon Zero Dawn could be, although obviously Horizon Zero Dawn is a lot more action heavy. Especially in the first several hours of the game, but it's like the action parts of this game are like Horizon Zero Dawn without the annoying sneaking parts. Although, you know, there's the sneaking parts with the BTs, but those sneaking parts are all very straightforward and simple. They're not complicated in what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Let's see, Eric Gray says, haha, what up, Eric Gray? Good to see you, my friend. How are you? You doing well? I pray you're doing well. Y'all gonna give me an anti-BT gun? Well, clearly there's gonna be BTs here if you're gonna give me an anti-BT gun. I said your game of the year. Gotcha. Yeah, now my game of the year for this year would easily be, what's it called? NHL 21. That's not even close. Like that, NHL 21 changed my life, bruh. That might be the number 2 game of this generation for me. Is NHL 21. As crazy as that sounds, a freaking sports game might be my second game of the generation. You guys know my first game of the generation. It's not even up for debate, because it's also what I'm arguing might be the best game I've ever played ever in my existence. Oh, I hear the BT music, baby. I hears it. Actually, yeah, I can use the health while I'm filling up my blood containers. Yeah, Clem says, okay, so yeah, my game of this year? Yeah, to be honest, maybe this game is I mean, other than NHL 21, which just blew me out of the water with its greatness. I'm trying to think through all the games I've played this year. Would Death Stranding be number 1? Because we played Resident Evil 7 was the game we beat before this one. We played Ghost of Tsushima, we beat that. Actually, I can just look at my PlayStation log here. Days Gone, we played. Persona 5 was dope, but I don't like to name games until I've finished them. Soul Calibur 6 was actually not that amazing, and I like Soul Calibur a lot. Yeah. Looking at what I have on here, which is nowhere near most of the games I have. I know you guys couldn't see that screen. Sorry about that. I was looking at the games I played from this generation. Yeah, for Game of the Year, did we finish God of War this year or last year? Because God of War would probably take that. Like, PlayStation murdered this previous generation with the games they put out. Like, God of War, Nier Automata, even though that came out on Xbox also. Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding, Metal Gear Solid 5. Even though I didn't like it, I'll respect it, right? Like, Metal Gear came out on Xbox also, so that doesn't count. Anyway, like, yeah, man, super dope. See, my exploring tendencies are always like, don't just pass by the house, there might be something here, baby. But then I forget I'm not playing Cyberpunk anymore. I'm actually looking potentially forward to next year, around this time, maybe a little sooner, playing Cyberpunk again when it's no longer in early access, when it's actually good to play. And just seeing, does it improve on, like, some of the things I was bitching about with the game. You know, the looter shooter mechanics are wildly unbalanced, along with the crafting system, along with the carry weight limits. They don't work in concert. And I also respect the fact that I play my games very differently than most people, so it might be me causing an issue that most players won't have. So I also respect that too. But I've had it happen in so many games that it's just like, I don't know. Get some, brother. And Happy New Year to everybody. I probably won't be streaming all the way up to the New Year with you guys, but we'll hang for a little while. I think I'm supposed to be doing a stream with my family too, so we'll see about that. What's SOSDD?
I'm sorry.
What does that mean? Alright, let's blood bag it up. Let's also get this gun. And then let's go into our inventory and fix our inventory because it is all jacked up. There we go. I actually want the weapon. Yep, it's already on the tool rack. That's exactly where I wanted it. Good job. This game's pretty smart. Alright, let me turn the game volume back up. Let's switch. Actually, BT gun's going to be appropriate for this part of the fight. Is he lighting up red? He is.
I want my tangle.
Here they come. Look alive. Hang in there, B. Or Lou, as we call you now in the game.
I'm sorry.
He can see me now. No use to holding down cover. Alright, weapon switch, because this weapon is not making it happen. Got him. Run, bitch! What are you doing? I should have switched to my speed shoes. This level will make you paranoid that they're coming from everywhere, which is actually a pretty cool feeling right now, the tension. Kojima has managed, Kojima and friends, let me stop just assuming or stating it as if Kojima is the only person behind this game, but Kojima and friends really seem to have balanced the tension and reward system in this game really well. That is something that most RPGs, in my experience, let's just say it's not an objective thing, maybe. In my experience, most RPGs struggle with that. At least struggle with it in a way that usually makes the games not enjoyable for me. Specifically, American-made open-world RPGs. And CD Projekt Red I'll include with them. Because they build their stuff a little bit more like the Bethesda games. And in terms of making design choices, I don't like that much. More so than more the European game makers that I like Reality Pump. Even though CD Projekt Red is very much European, their games are quite a bit different from, let's say, Piranha Bytes games. Larian Studios, Reality Pump, those folks. It's a little different. It's a little different.
We need reinforcements.
Yeah, you do. Because I'm coming. And Sam Porter Bridges ain't playing games, baby. I'm here to win.
I'm sorry.
Same old shit, different day is what SOSDD means. Got it. Understood, man. Good to know. Ooh, I've never used the shotgun before. I'm going to try it. Because this is one of the levels where you can actually get away with killing. Like, even that is a nice touch in the game. Where, you guys know I usually hate when games have a stealth, or, which I call hide and seek, it's almost never stealth, have a stealth, or more importantly, a pacifier way. Like, you gotta get through the whole game without killing anyone. I hate that. But, it's almost as if, like, the Death Stranding folks understood, yeah, that's going to get annoying if that's the whole game. Let's give the player sequences where they're allowed to shoot the shit out of stuff. And let's still give them guns and make the guns non-lethal. Yeah! Yeah, good call, developers. Even Cyberpunk, I'll give credit for that. Even though it didn't always work, Cyberpunk thought that through. It's like, we're going to give them pacifier missions. Let's not force them to play like Metal Gear. Let's give them a gun that'll, you know, let them still shoot people. Even though in Cyberpunk I experienced it, I think once, maybe twice, where it gets to a point where you're not, like, I'm still getting, I remember I did an entire mission where I wasn't supposed to kill anyone, and I was using non-lethal weapons, and I took everyone out, and then I still got yelled at for killing people. It was like, wait a minute, I ain't kill nobody, I used the gun that can't kill. But that's a bug, that's not a, you know, that's not bad design, that's bad execution on the design philosophy.
Where are you, baby?
Don't worry about it, baby. BB's busy right now. Boom! Right in your dome, baby! Yes, sirree. Come on, get you some, baby Sam. Porter Bridges. Shotguns in your ass. That's where I shoot them. All in your ass. Buckwheat. I'm a buckwheat your ass too, ho. Don't you run from me. Don't you dare run from me, ho. All in your ass. I love your ass. That's why it's my favorite place to shoot you. Cold in your ass. That's why I shoot you. Where your boys at, Unger? I shot them all. Oh, that's him. Switch, switch, switch. I forgot. This is like Metal Gear, so it's gonna be weird. There we go. Look at that.
Hold the tree. Hold the tree.
Cool. Thank you again, Kojima and friends, for not making this game an autocorrect camera situation. So what I mean by that is my camera will stay here until I move it. That was another huge issue I was having with Cyberpunk during the driving sections. It was like, my dude, can I please keep the camera where I have it? Stop autocorrecting it. And most games give you the option to turn that off. It's like, do you want the camera to autocorrect? No, I got this. I'm an adult. I'm good. You know, Cyberpunk would not let you adjust it, and it was maddening when you're trying to drive and the camera angle is too low and you can't see everything and you keep having to pull it up while you're driving. Again, that's stuff that they'll figure out. The game's still in early access. I know they're not calling it that, but that's what the hell I'm calling it, because that's exactly what it is. Early access silliness. Okay, I'm already holding on to a level 3, so we're good. Broken Super, sup, y'all? I'm driving, but listening. Word up. Clem says, Super, hey man, how are you? Also, main game is 50% off, but the game with expansion is 32%. Guess because expansion is not on sale. Which game are you talking about? Speaking of Outer Worlds, I think the game is... Okay, you're talking about Outer Worlds. There we go. You know what? I have never even played the DLC in Outer Worlds, so maybe that's probably what I should do, is just download all the DLC and play through everything. Because I'm not even familiar with what the DLC for Outer Worlds is. I just played the main game. Like, I hate DLC. Like, I hate a lot of things. You guys know this that have been around me a while, but now that we have some new listeners / viewers who are just getting to know me, they haven't heard the things I've said a million times. But I'm exhausted with a lot of things that modern games do. Like DLC, this is God's honest truth, man. If Nier Automata is a bad example because it doesn't have a lot of bullshit DLC, but let's assume that it did. What I would tell Square Enix is, like, listen, this is arguably my favorite game of all time. Can you just sell me the version of the game that's $120 or whatever the real price is, so I can just get the whole game at once, play it, and be done? I don't need replayability. When this whole replayability craze that started, God knows when, enough. Like, I don't need to replay anything. I'm cool. There's like 5 games in the world that I want to play more than once. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't need the replayability. I don't need the freaking hyper pseudo realism nonsense they bake into these games. Like, just, I don't need DLC. Just because I don't want to play the game for a year. I want to play a game for like a couple of days and it be over. That would, my perfect game would take me 3 days to beat and I can go back to my life. But that's not gonna happen. But anyway, but the DLC is like, dude, just charge me for the whole game. Don't make the game for 4 years. Just $200, whatever the price is, I'll pay it. I love Nier Automata. I'd gladly pay $160 or $180 for that game if it's complete. Thankfully, I don't have to because they didn't make a bunch of nonsense DLC for it. At least I don't think they did. If they did, I'm not aware of it. Do I get a map in this section? Because I have no clue where it is I'm supposed to be going. Huh. Because I hit an invisible wall and I'm not exactly sure why.
Unger.
It's all red, baby. Can't do it.
I need you.
Yeah, I really don't know where we're supposed to be going in this joint because it says I went all the way up here, doesn't it? No, it turned me around right about here. Let's get there. Ah, there's our little hose. What up, hose? Hey, Ben. Stay cool now. Stay in school, baby. Don't do drugs. Dude, we on the same team, man. I ain't trying to take nothing from you. Why are we fighting?
BB! Retreat! Force retreat!
Broken Super says, word, introduce yourself, lurkers. We don't bite. Hard. Nah, man, we just give really aggressive hugs in this joint. You ever had a real good aggressive hug? I'll send my son Christopher to give you one if you've never had one. He's amazing. He gives the best hugs. Like when you guys see me hug him on camera, it's one of my favorite things in the world. Is that little man's hugs. That dude could heal a nation with his hugs, man. He's good.
It's all my fault.
It is your fault. Got us out here running around these whales.
Get my baby. I'm sorry.
Right, well, damn. We're all red right there. That is not happening. There they are. What's up, sexy man? Hey, baby. Pull. Smoked his ass. You saw how I did that? You saw how smooth that was? Sam Porter Bridges would be getting laid all week for that move if the ladies had been here. If Amelie had seen that, he would have got laid on the spot. They'd have to call a timeout in the war. Like, you saw that move? He flanked and flanked and flanked, and then bow, pulled up and smoked him? Come on, babe. You don't want that. You don't want Sam Porter Bridges on your ass, do you? All right, switch. Switch, switch, switch. Come on, man. Old crappy Metal Gear controls. Let's go. That's one thing I will encourage Kojima to improve. Like my man, these Metal Gear controls go back to 2003. We gotta upgrade, baby. Like, don't be elitist. Call of Duty figured out how to make dope controls. Just accept it, and let's get it. Like, I know there's certain things, obviously, you can't do Call of Duty in a game where you're making deliveries. Shut up, nerds. I get it. I'm just saying, there's still a better way than the way Kojima's doing it. Yeah, Two Worlds will go down to $199 on Steam if you need to get it real cheap. Or at least it used to.
Baby, we're getting out of here. I promise. Give me back my baby.
Are you clear at Unger?
Who are you?
Are you the father?
They told me your name was Sam Porter. But you were Sam Bridges. My bridge to the future. Sam, you bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Wow, what a scene, man. Hey, game designers, can we get that for cutscenes? Can that be the standard?
Take Phoebe and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. Now, he ordered me to do something. I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first.
Told y'all.
And you're
Told y'all he worked with him.
any of this. Why are you helping me? If they catch you. Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home.
I knew that was what was going on. I knew that was one of his soldiers. Knew that shit. It's too easy. Oh, man, that's cool. Man, I'm having a ball. A video game story that doesn't suck. Man, Jesus might come back. What will the world think of next? Good God. Video game story that doesn't suck. I thought it was impossible. Alright, what do we got? Got him.
Sam, are you okay? I reviewed your logs. It looks like you were caught in a supercell and emerged an instant later on the other side of Ground Zero. Not far from Port Knot City.
Dang, all the way in Portland.
Remember Victor? He found you lying unconscious by the harbor and brought you inside.
I think Cliff might be Lou's father. He said, give me back my BB.
Impossible. Cliff was born...
He gave me this. Maybe he's trying to tell us something. Something about the BBs, maybe. About how they were made. Didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us. It felt like he just wanted to talk.
But you said you saw him holding the director captive on the beach.
Yeah. They must have some history we don't know about. Them and Bridget.
Funny you should say that. I've got something you should see. Found it in the archives while I was digging around. It's a pre-recorded message from the director labeled, "If I don't come back."
He's got on airborne or jungle boots.
This message is insurance, in case something happens to me. For Bridget's eyes only. And I sure as hell hope that's who's watching. I got a little present from Emily. Said she'd take me to the beach if I wanted. But I'd need this doll to show me the way. It's a trap. Has to be. But I've decided to play along. You've all been playing along too, haven't you? You know this mask hides more than just my face. Well, Emily's a blank slate too. No past. No record she ever existed. She's a ghost. And the thing about ghosts... I never met Emily in person. Have you? Ever seen her in the flesh, shook her hand, touched her? The original team we sent was divided into two groups. Emily was with the first. Mama and Hartman were with the second. They had no direct contact with her.
Yes. Amelie's group was wiped out in Edge Knot City. Everyone but her. Everyone who could say whether or not she exists.
Bullshit. She's real. We touched, all right? She and I both.
Well, I've only ever interacted with her hologram.
I'm telling you, I've met her. In person. Lots of times when I was little.
Yes, but on the beach.
Here's what the president had to say about her daughter. Emily was born on the beach. There her Ka remained, though her Ha came to this world. This division of body and soul forced her to spend most of her childhood in the hospital. But though her health was poor, her Doom's numbers were off the charts. Her supernatural talents blossomed as she grew older and overcame her limitations. But by the time she was 20, she could travel to and from the beach, body and all. And that's where she started spending all of her time. Now, If you wanted to get in touch with Emily, it was via hologram or nothing. The president insisted on that.
I think they're the same person.
I swore an oath to the president and to America. As far as I was concerned, her word was law. So when she said Emily was her daughter and the best candidate to succeed her, I believed it. But when the archives were restored, I couldn't resist testing out my access privileges. And that's how I found out. Bridget was diagnosed with uterine cancer in her 20s and couldn't have children.
Clones.
You see, doesn't add up, does it? There's no way Emily could be Bridget's biological daughter. So where'd she come from?
Cloning.
Who is she?
Clone.
Is she even real?
Yeah.
How can we be sure that Emily is an extinction entity when we don't even know if Emily is Emily? Hell, for all I know, the EE theory might be bullshit. But if it's not, if she's the cause of the death stranding, then I have to accept her invitation. I've loaded my gun with hermetic rounds. Sam's blood. It connects my gun to her, to me, to him, all of us. Which means I should be able to take it with me to the beach. I'm gonna stop what she started by stopping her. One last confession. I'm just a man. No powers, nothing special. Don't have dooms, I can't repatriate like Sam either. Don't know the first thing about dying, I never tried it. Yeah. I've been to hell. Every single battlefield was hell. But no matter how terrible it got, I never died. Because all I ever did was run from death. Well, I gotta go. She's calling for me. Bridges, don't let me down.
Yeah! Ha ha! We kicking ass now, ain't we?
After
Woo!
he recorded this, the director jumped to the beach. Or rather, Amelie summoned him there.
He had a gun to Bridget when I saw him. Then Cliff showed up, took him away.
I thought he went to the beach to confront Amelie.
Yeah, she was there too. She was the one who got me out.
It's so obvious to me now. I can't believe I didn't see it sooner. It was Amelie who...
What happened?
The chiral network dropped out. According to Luckna, it won't be long before it's completely unusable.
So all our hard work was for nothing.
Let me finish what I was saying, Sam.
I'll tell him.
Fragile. You look like shit. You should be resting.
I know. I need to tell you something. I had a little chat with Higgs back on the beach.
I know you did.
Didn't take much to make him talk.
You say why he betrayed you?
He said it was part of her plan.
What?
She was their leader.
Yep.
The terrorist voidouts, the whole extinction agenda, Amelie was behind it all.
Told ya.
Like hell she was.
I know you don't want to believe it, but it lines up with what Die Hard Man said. Higgs turned on me after he met Amelie. At first, he was looking to expand his territory, and I had a power he could use. At least, that's how he ended up working with me. He was no terrorist. He just wanted to reach more people. But then she shows up with abilities that put mine to shame. Hell, she could even control BTs. So Higgs decides to go with her. And that's when she turned him into her agent of extinction.
Amelie gave Higgs his power.
Yep, she made him her homo demons.
What about Bridget? You care to tell me what she was doing on the beach? You got an answer for that, too?
I know it's a lot to swallow. But he said himself that Amelie is an extinction entity. I looked inside his pod, and there was no BB in there. Take a good look at what was. It's the same doll Die Hard Man had. This is their bridge baby. There's this idea that the terrorists brought back BB tech and Bridges was just following suit. It's garbage. Their methods and yours are completely different. Your BB links you to the world of the dead. Their doll links them to Amelie and her beach.
You know who else had dolls like this? Cliff. He was carrying them on the battlefields. Cliff, Higgs, the director. All three of them were drawn in and controlled by this extinction entity. And who is this EE really? Is it Bridget? Is it Amelie?
All I can say is that the answers are on the beach. What she wants and why.
If we get to the bottom of that, then maybe we can still avert the last stranding.
You've got to find her, Sam.
Whoever she really is.
She's waiting for you on the beach. Hurry back east.
Roger. Yeah, Clem, you got it. EE equals extinction entity. And when Unger hugged Sam, you were talking about the father-son moment. I think that made a lot of sense. There was one point in the game where I thought Sam was the BB, and that's why he keeps having the
Sam,
memories.
The connection's unstable, so I'll keep this short. We have a job for you. Fragile's condition is deteriorating. If she slips into a coma, there's a chance her soul might become stranded on the beach. She needs cryptobiotes fast. Luckily for us, Fragile Express keeps a stockpile there in Port North City.
Ooh.
So we'd like you to grab some for us while you're in the area. All the details are on the terminal upstairs. Please, Sam. This is critical.
You got it. I'm en route, dadgum. First, I got to take me a shower, drop a deuce, a couple of things. But the hug specifically didn't seem so much... I guess there could have been a father-son flavor to it. To me, it seemed more like warrior to warrior, like they're both caught. Like there's this, I don't know, maybe I'm alone in this sentiment, so I don't want to speak for all combatants, but there's this kind of unspoken respect that you have for an enemy combatant when you're locked in battle with them. This, you know you have to kill this person, but you respect the fact that they had the will and the courage to stand in front of you, right? It's kind of just, you hear fighters talk about this sometimes too, and it's, to me it seemed more like two brothers who are locked in this struggle together against hell, and they're losing, but he, like empathetic, I get what you're going through, homie. But again, maybe Sam Porter Bridges is, maybe we're going to find out his name is Sam Porter Unger. But yeah, I had the same assumption earlier in the game because Sam kept having these flashbacks and was like, well, clearly he's the BB. All the flashbacks are from the perspective of the BB, but I don't know. We'll see. We might be seeing some butt cheeks here today, though, boy. Let's see them things, Sam. Let's see them things, baby. Yeah! About time!
Today would be a very special day for you, Mom, yes. You're not born yet. With the more candles, the merrier, right? Soon it'll be time for you to come out into the real world. And then, you can have a real party. Well, happy birthday.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
It's interesting. You can't fast travel with all your gear, but you could totally go to the beach and come back with all of it. It's interesting how they decide all the things they're going to do. Alright, so it looks like I'm driving. Where am I actually going? Is that... Oh, this place again. Oof, this is... Yeah, I know where we're going. This is not a fun drive. But we gotta do it. Let's get it. Let me back out of there for a sec. Let's switch the let's save the game, actually, and then switch the difficulty to, super hardcore to see if we can do this one as a super hardcore mission, so we can get closer to the super hardcore mission achievement. Nope, can't take it on as a super one. Just take it on as what it is. So I probably could have stood to turn the difficulty down.
Don't forget, that container isn't airtight. You can't afford to submerge it, even partially.
Oh. Oh wait, this is my old truck, isn't it? Or
Order assigned.
no, somebody else just made one like it. You've got great taste, whoever you are that made this truck. It's rock. All right. Time for the percolator.
We've been getting near constant time flow in this region for a while now. As a result, everything you've built for us out here has been completely destroyed. The good news is, we managed to recover all cargo stored on site and transferred it to the Capital Knot City Distro Center. As for the not-so-good news, Cairo printers are currently unusable due to the network instability.
Damn.
Given the circumstances, you might want to consider turning to your fellow porters for assistance. But I'll leave that up to you, Sam. I'm sure you'll come through for us. You always
do. Damn right. That's how I play the game, baby. Let's get right. Woo! This song is a beast! Right off the break, this song hits. I miss listening to music. I should probably start doing it again. And I got friends trying to get me back into making music. I am resisting that temptation. It's a certainly a interesting proposition, but one I don't think I want to undertake again. Undertaking. Copyright claims coming for your channel, ho. 'cause you wanted to listen to music while you streamed. Damn! They put that in there? Come on, bruh! Damn! They make the last part of this game freaking just brutal. All that? That is comedy, dude. Slow down, slow down, slow down. You know what they like to do here. We are not trying to get served up. Run, run, run. They coming. They coming. They coming for your ass. These rocks were not here like this before. Move, 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 move. They coming, baby. They coming for your ass. Run it, Johnny! Man, this part of the game is eerie as shite, but in a great way. Easy, brother. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Push, 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 push. Here they come. See, we've had a little experience with these particular monsters before. We kind of have a method for dealing with them, which is run your ass. Like, imagine being surrounded by those things during a boss fight. That was the last major boss fight we did. I guess technically that's wrong. It's 3 major boss fights ago. Holy shit, what happened? What did I do wrong, baby? I thought we was cool. We are clearly not cool. Oh, it's this dude again. I remember you. Come on down, ho. Come on, get this loving you need. Wait. Did my I forgot that shit can't get submerged. Climb up. Eat that, ho! Now, where's my truck at? Well, this truck got served. All good. Let's ball. Ain't no octopus about to stop Sam Porter Bridges.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure.
Eric Gray says, hey, I was wondering if you could help me with a conundrum. Well, sure. I'd be happy to help you if I'm capable of helping you, absolutely. What's your conundrum, my friend? If I'm capable of helping you, I'm happy to help. Clem, you're saying you got distracted so you don't know if I answered you? I don't remember seeing a question from you. Damn it, man. Of course that thing showed up right here. Just get out of the truck. Just get out of the truck and take the ass whooping, baby. Let's take the ass whooping. There we are. There we are. Take it. Now run your ass, you big dummy. Woo! Look at me jumping, bitch! Ho asshole. Get your hoeing ass out of here. But you know I got stuff to do. I ain't got time for these BTs. Better BT your ass out of here. I ain't no game, bitch. I'll kill you. Let's see, Eric says, what PS4 game should I buy? Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition or NHL 21? It's a good one. What do the people in the comments think? What makes that question hard for me to answer is those games are so very different. Like, I don't know the criteria you're using to make the decision. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to play a sports game or do you want to play Damn It? They don't usually hang out near the water. Fuck! This actually wouldn't be so bad if this didn't take so long. Like, if them effing with you didn't have to take 27 minutes for them to grab you and go through all this freaking drama, like, just get off me. Or fight me. Like, just start the fight. We don't need to drag this out. Alright, so I'm gonna have to drive super slow. Now, one thing I will say is the annoying parts of Metal Gear, right? Like this sneaking around shit that I'm doing right now, they kept to a dull roar in Death Stranding, but it seems like they're saving all of it for the end of the damn game. I hope that's not the case. I hope I'm not gonna have to take an hour and a half to drive to my location so I can avoid these silly ass BT fights. It's the only real part of the game, and it's not even really a critique. I would only just point it out as it's a style thing. There's nothing wrong with the BTs. They're not designed poorly. I wouldn't say it's a bad game design thing. Some people like sneaking around and feeling like they're being chased. That stopped being fun for me around the age of 9, so I get it. And live your dream. I wish I had more of a childlike heart sometimes, so I envy the people who are having a ball playing hide and seek in their video games. But, nah. But yeah, going back to Eric's question, it really comes down to what is it that you're thinking you want to play? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to play more of a sports game, more of an action game? Now, I'll tell you, if I had to choose between Spider-Man and NHL, it wouldn't even be close. They're not even, to me, in the same stratosphere of enjoyment when it comes to video games. But that's my very, very unique, weird tastes when it comes to stuff. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to take what I'm saying with a grain of the old salt. Because, nah. Yeah. Nah. Like, my choice would be, it wouldn't even be a choice. Like, if you're like, hey, would you rather play Spider-Man or NHL 21? It'd be like, did you have to ask? But that's why I want to be careful not to just advise you, like, here's what I would do, because you might be a different guy, man. You might, because here's the deal, I didn't like Spider-Man that much. I get everybody loved it. I didn't hate it. I didn't even dislike it. I thought it was just alright. It was alright. Wasn't great, wasn't terrible. It was alright. Still, the best superhero game is X-Men Origins Wolverine. I don't know why we're still making them. Just make a sequel to that. That's all we need. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Just make 19 different sequels to that, like Final Fantasy does, and we'll be good. Alright, there's another BT farm over here coming up around this bend, so I need to be ready for it. I think Nah, I remember that. Pretty soon I'm going to be walking the rest of this mission, given this timefall situation. So I'm going over this mountain. If you guys are wondering why I'm kind of taking this harder terrain, it's to avoid the I know where the BTs are in this section of the game, and I am working to avoid them completely. We'll see if I'm actually successful. Oh, the rear wheel drive is kicking in again. There we go. Now we're facing the right direction. Turn it, baby. Turn it, Sam Porter Bridges! And last time I jumped off a little hill like that, the truck exploded. So let's not have a repeat of those events if we can help it. BB is not having it right now. He is pissed. Like, you brought me out here. I'm hungry. Ooh, this truck is finished. I hope I can make it all the way to home. It sounds like something's chasing me. I don't want to turn around, though. I'm not turning around, dog. I'm going to keep it moving right here in Mabry. Not even turning around. Nope. Not looking behind me. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Gonna keep on driving. I'm not turning around. I know there's a monster bag. I'm too black. That's what the white people do in the horror movies. That's why they get killed. They be turning around. Don't turn around. Don't look back there. See? I told you it was coming, Jesus. I told you the monsters. I told you. I told you. I told you. You didn't listen. The monsters was coming. Is this the damn octopus again? Can I please just have your ass be dead? I done killed you so many times. Holy Jesus. Now whose BT is that? Damn it, did it knock my stuff in the water again and then separate it like 75 meters away from me? Where's my stuff? I had it, wait. Hold up. I had that stuff on my back, not in the truck. Where is it? First of all, get rid of all of this. That's just taking up space. Yeah, no, it's not on my back anymore because this game's weird. Remember that thing I said about speaking too soon? Let's get to it, baby. Now, the whole mission was you're not allowed to get these crypto biotes submerged, and then they put you in a situation where you have to be submerged. Who does that? Video games, that's who. Run your ass, Sam Porter Bridges. You don't have to fight. Just ball out. Alright, oh, there's a wall here, so I guess we do have to fight. Don't we? Yep. The hell was that? Oh, they got the... Oh! Hold up. Am I out of my mind? Yeah, you out of your mind. Alright, let's get it in, man. We ain't gotta drag this shit out. Open that mouth up of yours, so I can shoot you in it. There you are. There you are. There you are. Come on, get this loving, baby. We got nothing but all kind of love for your ass. We gonna put all kind of loving in your ass. That's where we put it. That's where the best loving goes, is in the ass. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh, girl, come on. Come get this loving all night. Look at you. Look at you hoeing. Hoeing and you missed. Because I'm Sam Porter Bridges. Hoeing and you missed. Hoeing asshole. Get up there, Sam Porter Bridges. Climb your ass. I am out of ammunition. Alright, well, let's drop her. I love how he gingerly puts it down. Like, I'm going to set this down properly. I'd prefer not to have to chase this thing around this giant-ass map. Can we get engaged here? Super... Ah, I see what we need. That's why it's trying to drag us over here. Well played, game designers. Props. Now I understand what's happening. Game time, bitches. Oh, here comes your ass whooping, bitch. All in your monkey ass. Oh. Boom! Right in your ass. You saw that? Yeah, Big Red. Come on, baby. Say, brother. Peace. Got him. Ryan, what we tell you about asking questions about Kojima games? We've been over this, Ryan. You don't listen to nobody. Not even Dr. Boone. Shiver push every time on the line, man. You blow right past him. Sam, you killing that BT turned all the badness into goodness, and now everything's back to normal. You're the hero, Sam. The hero. I love how the chiral crystal is like the lifeblood of the game's currency. Comes up.
You did it, Sam.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I could kiss you. You
Kiss me.
Son of
Yeah,
a
let's
bitch.
kiss, baby. Let's do that.
I thought it was all over.
No, let's get to kissing. Guillermo del Toro. Let's get buck naked too. I ain't seen your butt cheeks in the shower yet, baby. Let's do it. Together. We can do it. Is this truck even still running at this point? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Did that thing come off my back again? After I done been through this, I'll kill you. If that thing ain't on my back. Alright, it's on my back. Everybody calm down. I thought I was gonna have to shoot somebody, man. I ain't in the mood to shoot nobody, man. We playing games and having fun, and the game keep wanting me to shoot. I want to be cool, man. I don't want to shoot nobody. That's one of the cool things about your vehicles. As they get worse and worse, they function worse. So like your brakes, when your truck's almost destroyed, don't get to going too fast down the hill because you will not stop. Oh God. Oh Jesus, help us please. Am I just supposed to go to the private room, or am I supposed to make this stupid ass delivery? There is a third driver. There's Suba. Me. I don't even have a license. I ain't driving. I hate people too much to be on the road a lot.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Okay, so coming to this room was clearly not the answer. Let's use that toilet though. But if I had to pick between the two yours, I'm definitely the this is my lane guy. I'm not a YOLO driver. In fact, my freaking hypervigilance is always so crazy that you know how many accidents I haven't gotten in because I saw the person who was getting ready to cause it being stupid, like within a split second, because I never stop scanning my environment. It's just a part of what not even who. It's not a personality. It's just what I am at this point. All right, we got a little side butt cheek there. It's not the best butt cheeks, but it's better than zero butt cheeks. So I will take the butt cheeks. Oh, I love butt cheeks in video games. Please, designers, more butt cheeks. More of them. Lou was having a hard time last time we went through. Ditto, always want to be in the lane that I will eventually exit on. My dad's like, oh. And you're turning in 200 feet, by the way. You're doing 90 miles an hour. Hey, your turn's coming up at about 900 miles an hour. Come on. Come in. What's going on? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. I got something in my throat. Go ahead. You got Borderlands 2?
Yeah, my PC can actually handle Borderlands 2.
Instead of 3? Okay.
Yeah, recommended and minimum.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, so like Borderlands 2 is $5, so...
Good.
Yeah. And And I was going to be really confused going into the story about the Borderlands 3 anyway, so...
No, you won't. They do a good job of explaining what's going on. What's up with Mom? And is Mommy doing the hangout with the rest of the family?
I have no clue what's going on with Mom.
Do you know where she is? Check my room. Is she in there? Leave my door open. I'm trying to talk to you. She's in there? Okay. Well, leave her alone. Let her do her thing.
Yeah, someone's at the door. I heard a knock at the door.
You heard a knock at the door? Alright, I'll hold on a second there, stream fam. I'll be back in a second. They don't usually knock. Alright. False alarm with the door rectified. Finishing up a piece of veggie pizza that my wife made for New Year's. It's delicious. Got at least 3/4 or 2/3 of a bottle of my salsa water. So I'll be hydrated for the rest of this stream. We're in good shape, y'all. Let's go to work. Hold up a second. I'm in cap. Oh, they want me to go not here. They want me to go up there. That's why I can't turn my stuff in. Yeah, admittedly, Suba, I'm kind of bad at that too. Because when it comes to certain things in life, I'm crazily disciplined and crazily focused. When it comes to other things, I'm a freaking space cadet. One of them is giving people directions when they're driving. Because I'm so in my own world thinking about stuff that it's like being focused, tediously trying to tell someone every 4 minutes where their turn is. My brain just tunes out. Miko gets pissed. You're like, dude, you gotta tell me before the turn. She never gets pissed, and she doesn't yell, but so you gotta tell me like a little bit before the turn. Can we handle that? Can we get that done, bruh? Can we handle just a little bit before the turn? You let a sister know what's happening. And I'm like, yeah, alright, whatever. I suck at this, you're right. So I admittedly am a little bit like your dad, Suba. But it's not because I don't want to be helpful, it's just because I'm a space cadet sometimes. That's why I always tell you guys, hire what you suck at. Don't try to get good at everything. It's funny, my therapist is like, the next person you hire better be another assistant. I was like, alright. It's like you're trying to save the world too much. Stop it and get a damn assistant. I was like, but my team, no. Not a team. Not people working on projects. An assistant that just helps you. And I was like, alright, fine. Alright, let's get it.
Thank heavens you made it. Fragile's been in a coma for a while now. But with all these cryptobiotes you brought, we should be able to bring her round. And with any luck, it It'll only take a few more to get her back on her feet. You did well, Sam.
You did well, Sam. Damn right I did well. I'm Sam Porter Bridges, bitch. Oh, I only had to keep it at 50%? I'm too cold for that, baby. Boom! Give me that. Hey, she's waiting for you on the something. Man, we getting trophies galore out here, man. We were at, I think, 69% completion when we started the stream. We got 2 more. So, yeah. Making progress, man. And then once we really finish with the main game, all that's left is to just get the 5 stars with all the facilities. I think that's the last achievements that we need to do.
Sam.
You're back. It must have been one hell of a journey, especially on your own. But now the whole team is together again.
The whole team? Die Hardman too?
Too much traveling to and from beaches in such a short span. Chiral matter contaminated her cells, effectively causing jet lag on a molecular level. Because of that, her homeostatic mechanisms were shaken. Don't worry, she's not in any danger, but she needs some rest.
So where's the director?
He's being looked after in another room. Bridges personnel found him lying outside the isolation ward. Similar to when you came back from Cliff's Beach. Even after decontamination, she needed more and more time to recover.
That's dope. That is dope.
Thanks. Looks like you need me after all. Who'd have thought? Anyway, clock's ticking. Am I right? Sam's here. The Great Deliverer. The only one who can reach Amelie's Beach.
You're in no condition to do this. It's not fair to you or Sam.
In my own search for Amelie's Beach, I have come to realize something extraordinary. If beaches were likened to a multiverse, hers would appear to exist on a higher plane than ours. I can walk the beaches of others, but hers is beyond my reach. It's invisible, inaccessible, even to Fragile, I fear. Imagine it as a circulatory system, if you will. Each of our beaches is a single capillary. But Amelie's Beach is the heart that pumps blood to the rest of us. Capillaries are subordinate to the greater whole. A whole governed by the heart, which gives direction, which dictates flow, which dictates everything, controls everything. Don't you see? She is in control
of everything.
You may be able to travel against the flow and reach her, but having done so, if she does not wish to let you go, if she wishes to keep you, she can.
Fragile and Die Hardman broke free from her beach, didn't they?
I don't think it was any different from what happened to you. I didn't get out because I wanted to. I was forced out, repatriated, if you will. by her.
Forced out? Why?
This is only a theory, but she wants you to go to her. That's her final wish, don't you think?
So that's it, huh? Amelie's the EE, and this is her endgame. Just so we're clear, if I want to stop the last Stranding and come back in one piece, I need to go to her beach and talk her out of it. That about right?
Correct. As cliche as it sounds, you're our only hope. Though quite frankly, I doubt even you can change her mind.
I love the cliches
You can't make her
addressed
see
in this
reason.
game.
You'll have to kill her. And if you kill her...
You'll save the world. But you'll be stranded outside of it. Forever.
Might as well make it official then. You ready to deliver the package? I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll listen. But with the shape the world's in, it'll only be delaying the inevitable. Still, if it buys us time to try and build something better, a new lease on life, at least for a little bit, well, I can think of one woman who made the most of a chance like that. Nothing lasts forever, not even the world. But we gotta keep it going as long as we can, right? Patch the holes, change the parts, all that. So we can say we had a good run, that we lived.
Thought you didn't like having to handle things with care.
Because it was hard enough keeping my own shit together. Back when we met at the cave, the only thing I cared about was making it to the next sunrise. Sure as hell didn't care about America or the future. I was living a lie, hung up on past regrets. I was broken. But somewhere along the way, I started changing. Started meeting people that made me think that maybe it wasn't all bad. People that put their faith in tomorrow, and in me. That kept the lights on, and waited for hope to arrive. So I gotta deliver, for their sake.
Tell him, Sam.
Even if it means you never come back?
Fucked if I do, fucked if I don't, right? Take care of Lou.
I will.
Couldn't find a working still mother east of Port Knot City. Kid's done enough. No more.
All right. I'll do my best to nurse our little one back to health.
Okay, concentrate. Help me look for Emily. Reach for her, Sam. Feel her. I know you love her. You love her. Here.
Last chapter. Alright, gang, what do we do? We finish the last chapter, or do we wait for the next stream? Y'all make the call. Assuming this is the last chapter. And I do assume it is. With that dramatic build-up, I don't know how it can't be.
Sam. There you are. You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay. I know the way.
Oh snap, I take that back. This is not the last chapter. Or, wait a minute, are they showing the chapters at the end of them or at the beginning? Because I thought I was already on chapter 13. Because there's 14 chapters, so this is clearly not the end. Hold on, let me look it up. Somebody calling me? Oh no, that's fine. Alright. Let's say we'll try to get through chapter 13. Excuse me. Man, that scratchy throat nonsense. Trying to master the double jump for when we start doing the collectible quests. Oh, and I have all but decided what we're gonna do for our next Xbox stream. We're gonna go to Fable 1 because I've never played it, rather than jump to Fable 2, which I have played and I love. Let's see what the love is for Fable 1.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down. Like
The last stranding has already begun.
Amelie?
Nope.
You're too late. What took you so long?
Your voice.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Who are you?
Nina Hartley.
Sam. I knew you'd come back. Sam, listen to me. I love you, Sam.
I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Crazy ass out
I've
of
been
here.
waiting for you, right here, ever since. You were supposed to stop me. Stop all of this.
Bridget?
Yes. It's me, Sam.
Told y'all.
Where's Amelie?
Where she's always been. Nowhere.
Made her up.
My daughter, Samantha America Strand, doesn't exist.
Amelie doesn't exist.
Not in your world. I'm sorry, Sam. I've had to wear a mask for so long. Amelie and Bridget are both a part of me.
What's this supposed to mean?
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions. Listen. Just listen. Do you understand, Sam? Amelie and Bridget, those are just names. What I am is an extinction entity. So, knowing what you know now, you have two choices.
I was getting shot, one of them.
You wouldn't come back if it happened here, you know. You'd be straight on to the afterlife. But no. It's not one of them. Killing you would be a terrible mistake. I know that better than anyone. The last stranding has already begun. A seam has formed from my beach and the beaches of every soul in America. And soon it will be inundated by a vast surge of antimatter starting here. In a flash, this world will be no more. Consumed by an explosion. A big bang. So, that brings us to your first choice. Do nothing. Stay here with me and bear witness to the very end.
Just watch it burn.
Together. With me. Until the last flame winks out. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? It's not like the world has long left anyway. Then there's the second choice. In expanding the network, you brought people and their beaches together, integrating them into a greater whole. Like this Kipu. But in doing so, you also bound them to my beach. The very beach where I opened the gates to the other side. You can't stop what's coming. But if you cut me and my beach loose, perhaps you can stop it from spreading. You might just prevent the last stranding. And mankind will live to die another day.
I love that line.
But it does. The beach is doomed no matter what. One look ought to tell you that. Which is why we must sever our connection.
That'll be it. The end of the Death Stranding.
You can't stop the inevitable. The sixth extinction will happen either today or tomorrow. You can either end it with dignity, quick, clean, and in a flash, or you can struggle in vain, knowing full well what's waiting come the finish. Those are your choices. You kept it all this time. Perhaps you still have a chance to stop this nightmare. You brought the world together. You have the right to decide. Pull the rope or cut the noose. But whatever you do, don't hesitate. I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
Wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you. When you're all grown up, you'll need it to make us whole again. And when the time comes, you'll have to stop me. You are the only one who can. Promise you'll remember. Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
I remember. You knew. You always knew.
I did and I didn't. I had so many dreams of the future. I didn't know which ones to trust. Which is why I decided to share them with you and the others. But to connect the dots, to make sense of everything, you need perspective. You need time.
Son, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm willing to bet money that this scene right here is not in any small way inspired by what Kojima went through with Konami. Like, having the perspective and the time to look at everything that's happened and... Sorry, I'm interrupting with my philosophical bullshit. We'll get back to it.
Time has no meaning to me. I am not a line. I am a single point. Which is why all I could do was just show you the choices and let you decide.
Our nightmares are your dreams.
You found the common thread, the strand that links them together. And you did that the only way possible. To live life one day at a time. Thank you, Sam. A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play. It was the bonds between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach. And I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in. Come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach. And I must stay here and ensure that the extinction happens. Even if it takes tens or hundreds of thousands of years.
Alone?
That's what an Inni does. If I had just done my job, none of this would have happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I got so tired of waiting, and I figured that no one would blame me if I just got it all over with. So, that's what I did.
Sounds like hell.
But you and the others came together, connected. And you may be living on borrowed time, but you still have hope. Before each of the Big Five, life rebelled. They fought back, evolved in order to survive. The extinction isn't just an ending.
It's a beginning.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah, get in there.
And if I have to pay the price for it, to be the sacrifice, then so be it. Even if we aren't together, we will always be connected. Goodbye, Sam. A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
Oh, no map. Guillermo del Toro. Hola. Don't let them fool you, Clem. They've shown credits like 4 times in this game. Don't let them fool you. Hold up. Did it start me back over? Dude. This game's crazy.
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions. When you were young, you used to have bad dreams. You cried about them all the time. The truth is, those weren't your dreams. They were mine. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of the beach. Not just while sleeping, in my waking hours, too. In my dreams, I watched the world end so many times. Countless past extinctions that decimated life on this planet. Again, and again, and again. At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing or why. And that wasn't the worst of it. There were other, more terrible dreams. Dreams of death and destruction. Of a massive extinction to come. Like this one. And I would always be the one to end it all. To bring about the last stranding. As I have today.
Yeah! Hideo Kojima, my main man. This is some real Kojima stuff right here. Like, we're not gonna tell you anything. Just figure it out. That's fine. No worries, we'll figure it out. Hang in there, Porter Bridges. Hey, you limping, bruh? Better get up. What you think this is? Nope. It is not having it. The game's like, nah, bitch. Get back in there.
The first operation, I was only 20. I opened my eyes and found myself on the beach. But the moment I came round, I was back in the hospital bed. I was split across two worlds. Bridget, my Ha in that one. Amelie, my Ka in this. Somehow, the two of us managed to coexist. Soon, our ages began to diverge. Bridget's body got older, while the beach kept Amelie's the same. So I came up with a story. I told people that Amelie was my daughter. A daughter with a debilitating condition and an absent father. Look. Amelie. Âme is French for soul. A soul that's a lie. There was no Amelie.
I'm a lie.
Only me and the beach. I thought it was a curse in the beginning. But later, I started thinking, maybe I can use this. I tried to find out more about the beach. Because understanding the beach had to be the key to interpreting my visions of the future.
Getting mighty tired, mighty quick there, Porter Bridges. On your feet. They put him right back where he started from. Sam Porter Bridges. Right back where he started from. Sam Porter Bridges, we're running through the rocky terrain. So Sam Porter Bridges. I'm telling you, any other game pulling this shit, I'd be screaming. Somehow, that freaking dark arts demon Kojima figured out how to make this shit enjoyable. How you gonna make a delivery game fun? Get out of here! You freaking crazy genius. Oh, the beach is mirrored, bitch! It's the same place, you hooker whores! Oh, no, it's not. Everybody calm down. All that hollering. Alright, come on, hurry up and pass out so we can get to the next scene, Bridges. Sam Porter Bridges, yeah. God, we're gonna finish a game, guys, and we're gonna finish it happy. You know what that means? Do you know what? Like, if you haven't been around here long, you have no idea. Like, do you know what it means to finish a game and be happy with it? Oh, you know how rare that is for me. How often that does not happen in my world.
I realized the beach was connected to the world of the dead, which meant that somewhere out beyond it were the memories of time itself, including those of every organism that had ever lived. 4.6 billion years of biological history, a history that might even stretch back to the creation of the universe. The chiral network and everything that followed was born from my pursuit of that knowledge. By passing data through the beach, we were unbound by the restrictions of time. Simulations that would have taken years or more were simple and effortless. Everything that the Earth had lost and forgotten could be reconstructed and reclaimed. But shortly after we began our research, America saw its first void out. I thought I was running out of time, that my nightmares were becoming a reality. So I raced to complete the chiral network as quickly as possible. The past held all the answers. If only I could find a way to piece them together. A network that bridged our world and the beach. That might do it, I believed. So I started researching bridge babies, children bound to the world of the dead. What causes an extinction entity to come into being? What was the reason for the previous 5 mass extinctions? The answers to those questions would tell me how to stop the 6th. I founded bridges, more determined than ever to build a chiral network that would cover all of America. But the longer I fought my war against the inevitable, the weaker I became. My Ha had cancer. The beach's punishment, maybe, for not playing along like a good little EE. And then, just like that, my Ha was gone. I couldn't finish what I'd started. So, I asked you to do it for me. And you did. You helped us complete the network. Helped us to reclaim everything the universe experienced from its inception to this moment. Every mystery was ours to solve. Like this one. Once, there was an explosion. A big bang that gave birth to time and space. Thing is, it was more like a big fluke. All that matter and antimatter should have canceled itself out, leaving nothing. But somehow a tiny speck of matter survived. Just enough. Enough to make this world and everything in it. A world that shouldn't be, a world out of balance. Order inevitably gives way to chaos. Everything that lives must inevitably die. It's like the universe is trying to return us to the nothing we came from. Maybe the Big Five were its best attempts to finish us off. But somehow, life always managed to survive just enough. Enough to thumb its nose at the will of the cosmos. You know, I'm starting to think that extinction might be the key to overcoming total annihilation. It forces life to fight to survive, to endure, to exist. That's why the Big Five ultimately rekindled life instead of extinguishing it. From the ashes of the dead rise the living. Stronger and wiser. Inheritors of the legacy of existence itself. They defy the universe and refuse to surrender. They say, we're just getting started. Extinction is an opportunity.
Rock on, girl. Well, let's go on back to the crib. Maybe get a little ramen. Shit, let's go to bed, girl. Shit, all this talking. let's get naked and oily. And then we'll get us a little bite to eat. We'll go to bed, girl. Maybe not in that order. Maybe bite to eat first, then naked and oily, then bed. There we go. Now we're ready. Now we're prepared. Why not just make you watch a movie with cutscenes? Yeah, well, Clem, I tell you what, when you find the answer to that, you let me know. I assume it's because, honestly, this is Kojima's tribute to the people that helped him make the game. So they're forcing the player to do this so you can see these people's names show up on the screen, more out of respect for probably the hard work they put into it. Like, let the players suffer for 5 minutes so we can show the people that brought them this game some love. I can, if that's what this is, I'm alright with that. Like, I think that's fair. I mean, game designers, and let the record show, I make a lot of jokes about game designers, but they are jokes. I don't think they're actually, you know, misanthropic, evil dictators that just didn't get to be evil dictators. You know, these people go through a good amount of hardship to bring us these games, and sometimes that hardship it borders on illegal in terms of labor laws. So 5 minutes of my life or 10 minutes of my life to show these cats some respect for making a game I think's actually dope. I'm alright with that. Especially for the respect that and I make fun of.
Pulled the trigger twice that day. I knew at once I'd made a mistake. I found your beach and looked everywhere for you.
Sam. There you are.
Am I supposed to be getting up and seeing this? You know, and I make fun of Kojima the hardest out of, and believe me, there's actually bad players in the gaming industry I could be making fun of, but I make fun of Kojima the most. But it's out of love and respect, like nothing but love for that cat, man.
I wanted to set you free from death once and for all.
It's okay. I know the way.
But yeah, like...
But in doing so, I upset the fundamental balance between life and death. I just wanted to save you. I am an extinction entity. It's my fate to lead our species to extinction. At that moment, you became part of that fate. You became a repatriate, and dooms started spreading my nightmares to others throughout the world. It was me that got you and everyone with dooms into this. Not long after, the Death Stranding occurred. The dead clung to our world, and BTs used my beach to cross over and devour them, triggering more void-outs. A catalyst that would set the world on a path to extinction. It was my duty to serve as a sacrifice, to wait and watch it unfold from this beach. That, or hasten the last stranding and end this slow death. Given these my only options, I chose to end it quickly. But to trigger the last stranding, I needed you, a part of me. Here too. I would be able to witness extinction consummated with you by my side. But now that you're here, there's another choice. You can cut me off. An EE doesn't have that option for itself. But in my nightmares, I saw another future. One that you chose. One where extinction is hope against total annihilation.
Yeah, girl. So yeah, my making fun of Kojima, it all comes from a place of it's like, you ever heard when people satire you or make fun of you, they do it out of love. Like, if I'm making fun of you, it's because I like you a lot. You know, like, said it probably 1,000 times. Kojima made my second favorite video game of all time. Like, Kojima is the reason I'm still playing video games. Have I ever said that before? Like, if it hadn't been for Kojima, no bullshit, I don't know that I would have found the path to a lot of the games that I found and been able to appreciate them if it hadn't been for the original Metal Gear and what that game represented to me in my life at the time. Like, that's Kojima is my video game basically hero. Now, there's been other people who've done great stuff, and obviously other people who I have games that I like more than that game, but woo! Kojima's the king, man. So let that be said for the record, so that one day when people start digging up all the horrible shit I've said about him, they can understand. It's just jokes, folks. It's just jokes. I love the man's work. I actually, no bull, I hope to meet the dude. I hope to meet the guy. Maybe I'll have him on my show. I gotta get, I guess, awesome enough for him to be wanting to come on a show like mine. We'll get there. One release at a time, baby. Speaking of my show, I'll be back in 2 weeks with regular podcast gang.
Soon I'll come around. Lost and never found. Waiting for my word. Seen but never heard.
Yeah, no, I know it's not over. We have 2 more chapters to play through. Sam Porter Bridges gets it in. One time we win cause we the best here. Tizzle for your mind, yes, we the chest here. Go ahead and spin it around and get it. A freestyle flow for my city for a titty. Shit, I'm the realest you done ever seen. Doing good work, young brothers like evergreen trees in the wind. I can't move. There we go. How is this not the end? Because Kojima, that's why. It's never the end. Wait till you see what chapter 15 is. Daisuke Suganuma! In Knot City. Sir, you said 14. I know. I know. That's Kojima for you. I'm not even going to explain why it's both 14 and 15. I'm going to let your brain melt on that one. Because there are only 14 chapters. But there's 15 chapters too. Kojima, bitches! And the soundtrack they picked for this game is just, oh, just nasty. I'll keep coming. Oh. Yeah. But I'll keep coming. Yo. Y'all spit that cream crab rappers, y'all make me squeamish. Believe it, second spit and guess the theme, kid. I need this opportunity cause I'm fiending to bring it raw to you like you never seen, man. On it, let us spit on serve as a warning. From nights in the basement to the break of dawn, kid, bombing. And y'all don't want none of the storm, man. Amazing. Let us pen is filling the pages, blazing to get you high up off that strange shit, claiming the truth out where the sky meet the pavement, saving our brothers that be locked in the matrix, lacing the track that you could never replace, kid, face it. Recognize truth cause they bought you and sold you, hid it from you with the lies they told you. It's on, dude. I'm pissed because death is upon you to con you and make you fall quick like a pawn, dude. Striking the drums of their fears till I'm finding a way to rock truth and get the people behind it, grinding the underground side that we shine in, the light inside darkness where the killer was hiding, lying and wait because the people was blinded. Aimless, shameless, the people was dying, defying the truth, but I'ma keep on grinding, while puppets keep on dying.
A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
Yep. That's some gangster shit right there. Alright, hold one, gang. I need a bathroom break, and I don't know how much longer this is going to take, so... Oh, sorry, by doing that, I just cut off my voice. Listen to me. I'm going to take a quick break, no more than 5 minutes, because I need to check on my wife, too. Quick bathroom, quick wife. I'm back in the seat. I'll be right back. Hold tight. It's crazy to sit here and think about that little rhyme that I just spit for you guys a minute ago. Jesus, I wrote that back in 2006. Damn. No, was it? Was it that long ago? Yeah. Jeez. I think it was that long ago. Where's that time go, boy? Wrote that song back in 2006 as part of an album I was working on called Live Live, and it was a dedication to my love of live music. I was going to make an album full of live, unaltered music, but it never came to fruition because I didn't have much discipline or drive back then. So here we go.
Listen, Sam. I was the one that brought you and Cliff together again. There was something I wanted you to know. You were never abandoned. And you're not alone. Don't you see, Sam? You have to live.
Alright, well, I'm willing to do that, but you gotta let me kick ass or something. See, y'all thought the game was over? Look at y'all. Dude, that's crazy. That is insanity! What up, what up?
I see him. This way. He's over there. Sam. We're coming, Sam. You ready for the job? Ready. Sam, I see him. Okay. Luke, take me to Sam.
Don't give up. You're still connected.
Fat man, where you at, baby? Come on. So let me get this right. I only got, hey, you're welcome. I only got 130 likes for stopping extinction? I'm salty about that. I'm beefing. Kojima, we need to talk. I got 130 likes for stopping extinction. Extinction. That's unacceptable.
For too long have we lived as strangers to one another, divided by walls built to keep us safe. But now with the completion of the Cairo network, we may at last move forward as a people united. Today we come together to celebrate the birth of a new nation. A new nation for a new world. The United Cities of America. I once took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And though that proud republic may be no more, we remain. And so, as your president, I hereby swear to support and defend you, the people. Let there be no more walls between us, nor masks to hide who we are. Let there be a new America. An America where we can face one another, where we can speak our minds and open our hearts. The old ways die hard, but I believe, my fellow Americans, that we have the strength and the courage to rise above our past and embrace our future. The Death Stranding is a part of that past. An enduring shadow, a constant reminder of what could have been. That we stand here today is testament, not to the greatness of any one individual, but to our capacity to come together, to the bonds between us, to our collective greatness. All things must come to an end, ourselves included. But as long as we savor each moment, find joy in the promise of tomorrow, embrace hope, and reject despair, we will endure. President Bridget Strand and her daughter, Samantha America Strand, sacrificed everything in their pursuit of hope that we, the people, might be whole again. That they are not here today to see the fruits of their labor fills us all with a profound sadness. But we find comfort in the knowledge that their memories will live on in the Cairo network and in our hearts. We will always remain connected. There is another hero in this story. One whose achievements seem destined to go unrecognized. America still needs that hero. That person without whom we would not be here. The name is unimportant. You know who I mean. And for that unsung hero, I have a message. It was you who brought us together. You who made us whole again. And while you and I will eventually pass on...
Going somewhere, Sam? Tired of being the unsung hero?
No, I'm done is all. She's gone.
Come on, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Huh. This doesn't bother you anymore? Well, that's great. Now, wouldn't you like to know how we brought you back from the beach? We were going to use the doll, but didn't have one handy, which is when I remembered something else.
Not what I think it is.
Yes. What could be more connected to Amelie's beach than President Strand's umbilical cord? Hartman thought that's why she left it with me in the first place. Unfortunately...
It didn't work.
Yeah, she'd already cut her beach loose. It was just gone. We didn't know if that meant she dragged you into the great beyond, or sent you to some other beach. We were really racking our brains. Hartman and Mama split up and started searching every beach you might feasibly have washed up on. We looked for a month with absolutely nothing to show for it.
Dang, he was gone a month.
On the outside. How long on the inside?
Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to know. But don't worry. We found no signs of accelerated aging. In the end, this is what led us to you.
His
Just
blood.
when we were about to give up, Die Hardman reminded us about the revolver.
Can you not point it at me, please?
So, we tried to follow it, and it led us to a far corner of your own beach. And bingo, there you were. Mama made visual contact first. She was able to see you from her vantage point on the other side. She informed Lockdown via their connection, and Hartman confirmed your location during his subsequent NDE. The plan was for Fragile to, in essence, slingshot Lou and me to your position so we could rescue you. But it's not so easy to send multiple individuals to another person's beach for an extended period of time. And that's where the umbilical cord came in. We wove these from President Strand's DNA. They serve as a single knot that binds us all. The President must have known all of this would happen. Ironic, isn't it? The gun that set this whole mess in motion ends up being the key to saving you.
Amelie, she said it had another purpose.
Not a weapon, but a lifeline. A stick that became a rope. I suppose that's one way of putting it. Oh, Sam. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to give you a hug. Got something else to tell you. Top secret. It's about Cliff. BB's mother's name was Lisa Bridges. Cliff's common-law wife.
Lisa Bridges.
Now, Cliff was killed by a man identified in the records only as John. Former U.S. Special Forces. Quite good at it by all accounts. Later appointed as an aide to the president, who used him for most of her wet work. The records go on to state that he vanished after Cliff's death. A warrant was put out, but he was later found dead. Turns out some people die harder than others, though. Dear John donned a mask and reappeared with a new identity. But you can't fool the chiral network. We restored the old records, and Mama hid them deep in the archives. You're the only one, besides us, with access privileges. Take a look if you're so inclined. But don't say I didn't warn you. The President's got some dirty, dirty laundry. I don't trust him, but I'll work with him if that's what it takes. We'll talk later.
Sam. I don't expect you to forgive me. But would you hear me out? I killed Captain Clifford Unger.
We know that.
I would tell you I did it for America. For love of country. But I didn't. I did it for her. Because I loved her with all my heart. She was everything to me. Everything. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses. I just want you to know that not a day's gone by when I haven't thought about it. Time didn't help. Or the mask. Please, let me finish. The captain, saved my life. You know why they call me Die Hardman. Because he wouldn't let me die.
He brought my sorry ass back home every time. And I loved him as much as I loved her. And when he stared me down, that ghost, I knew he was here to kill me, to make it right. And why shouldn't he? Why didn't he? He couldn't save his kid, his baby. And that's what brought him back. I guess when he saw I was trying to do my part for America, he remembered who he was. And he forgave me. God! But I don't deserve it, God damn it! There is no atoning for what I've done. God! But maybe this is the next best thing. Maybe he brought me back from the beach for a reason. One last time. He wanted me to do this. To keep on being Die Hardman.
No. He didn't. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal. And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? And life is pretty fucking fragile right now. And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine.
Thank you, Sam.
Don't cry, B.
Been waiting for you. Lou?
Dead?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least. The decommissioning order finally came through. Can't risk necrosis. The body can't stay here. I thought you might want to take care of it.
One last ride.
You could
One
try
last
taking
ride.
Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. And there are laws about that kind of thing, now that we're a nation. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But If the alternative is defying the president, I can't do that either. Not me.
All right. I'll go to the incinerator.
One last ride.
Before you leave, I'd like to check something quickly. I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. I trust you'll remember what I said.
Right. Absolutely. Thanks for everything.
Yeah! The band back together.
How's the weather?
Don't think you'll be needing an umbrella. I decided to follow my father's dream after all. Don't worry. I won't get mixed up with any terrorists this time. UCA's got my back. We're the first private delivery company to get the official approval.
Sounds like you're moving up in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. Wait. There's something I have to tell you. I didn't shoot Higgs. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Yeah, I know.
So I let him choose. Death or eternal solitude on the beach.
Fair enough. You never did like breaking things.
That's right. I find and fix what's broken. And reconnect. I'm fragile.
But I'm not that
Not
fragile.
that fragile. Wanna come work for me?
Hell yeah,
Could use
girl.
a man like you.
Yeah, you could.
The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Not everyone. Not me.
Come on. You put America back together, didn't you?
Doesn't mean there's a place for me. I've got no ties to anyone or anything. I might as well be dead. I felt like that when we first met in the cave. I still do.
Don't act like you're the same person. You've learned how to touch, to feel. You've connected with people. With us.
Everything I touch, I lose.
Wow, what a way to close that loop.
Sam!
Come on, Lou. One last delivery.
Only way to do it's on foot, baby. Let's go to work. Yeah, I agree, Ryan. These are easily the best cutscenes I've ever seen. Hands down. Nope. Have not seen better than this game. Ever. At least that's the way I feel about it now. Give me a month. We'll see if I still feel that way. Good to see you again, Igor. Couple more for the road, Igor. Got you covered, homie. Couple more for the road, Igor.
Right. I guess we're here. You still with me, Will?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Thanks for everything.
Child is special. One of a kind. A baby daddy. Either that or a sacrifice.
A foundation. A bridge.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go. Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you?
Captain, what are you doing here?
My wife's checked in. I don't want a repeat of last year.
The Void Out in Manhattan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the husband.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I have a duty to protect our country. Lies are an unfortunate necessity.
The President gave me the highest level access privileges. I've used them to manipulate the security system. We have 5 minutes before it resets, sir. 5 minutes to talk. Off the record. Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. You were my commanding officer, but I swore an oath to the President to protect her and the country at all costs. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home. Back then, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was some kind of action hero. But I'm not the hero. You are, sir. You're the reason I'm still alive. And it's past time I paid that debt. They're moving your son to a new facility tomorrow. You'll never see him again. He'll serve as the foundation of a new communications network. A sacrifice for a nation that no longer exists. I wrote down everything you need to know. It was the only way to keep it off the system. Burn it when you're done. The rest is up to you, sir. believe this belongs to you, sir. I can't terminate your wife's life support from inside her room. System won't allow it. So, this is the only other option. An alarm is set to go off if she flatlines. I've rigged the system to spoof her vitals. But you won't have long. 5 minutes, tops. Don't hesitate, sir. This is the only chance you'll get.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. Promise. I had him, Lisa. Bibi. Bibi. Bibi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Still, dang, I can't do anything. Alright. There we go.
I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it.
Just checking.
Hey, put it down! Drop it! Put it down!
Back off. Back off!
Get him! Don't do it! I'll handle this. sorry, Captain.
Don't! You got it! You two! Stay there! And hold your fire!
Thanks for trying, John.
Stop!
Step aside, sir, or we'll be forced to open fire.
It's a dead end. He's trapped. Security will take it from here.
Learning about your dear old dad, huh? What a way to learn the story.
In here! Put his hand up in the stable. Get to him.
Pocket thoughts in the house.
I'm sorry, Lisa. I screwed it up. I've ruined everything.
This room is off limits. No one goes in. But he's in there, sir. I saw him. You saw him all. Now step the other way. Go! Yes, sir.
No, open it up deep inside.
Move, dumbass.
Phoebe. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. See the sunset. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let your warm I found out I was gonna be a father. I was so scared. Scared of what it would mean. I had to be there for you, your mom.
myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't.
Get off of him! Now!
I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave.
Damn, the metaphor with the Stranding too. Damn. It's deep.
Sorry it took me so long.
Captain, look at you.
Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Oh my God.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John.
Let it go. Please.
Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
You told me your name was Sam Porter. But you're Sam Bridges. My son. My bridge to the future. Without you, I was just like any other cliff. Dead end. No way forward. Nothing but an obstacle. Looking on at the world people like you were trying to build. Dividing people was the only thing I was ever good at. But not you, Sam. You bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. And mine. Sam, stand up.
Is this me?
Not BB2.
you are. You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay. I know the way. Welcome back.
You understand his days as a BB are over, now that his connection to the other side has been severed.
It was me who cut the cord. So yes.
A deathless repatriate in the world of the living. Should we decommission?
In a manner of speaking. Take him out of the pod. I'll raise him as my own.
Wake up. Wake up. Come on. Wake up!
Ugh.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, good God, Almighty in heaven, Lord! Wow! Death Stranding! Woo!
Every time you touch it,
See, Clem asks, do I think they'll make a second part to this game? You know, with Kojima, you never know, man. You certainly could make sequels to this. It'd be interesting to see where they take it. You know, what's the new big bad that you have to face? Is it the 7th extinction event? I think story-wise, you'd have a hard time topping this one. You'd just be better off making a different game. Like that's what I wish they had done with what's it called, The Last of Us. Instead of making a direct sequel, just make something else in a same universe but different people. You cannot improve upon the first story. You can't tell a story that dope and then follow it up with some shit you made up and expect it to hit. It's just not gonna. Yeah, if I'm Kojima, I would not make a sequel to this. It's such a unique experience, and it's so good that, you know, how do you top it? I would borrow things probably from Death Stranding. Maybe it happens in a similar universe, but completely different type of game. Blah blah blah. This is kind of one of those isolated masterpieces that I wouldn't F with it. this might be, as a whole game, this might be the best thing I've played from Kojima ever. As much as I love Metal Gear Solid 3 for the story, I did not love that game. That game was annoying. But I want to go back and play the Metal Gear games because I was in a pretty bad place in my life when I played those games. So a lot of my opinions about games, I notice, are very directly related to how I'm doing as a person. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, this whole story is so complex and layered, and the metaphors on metaphors on metaphors, it's insanity, man. Like, everything he touches, he loses, and that's why he's got the amygdalaphobia, whatever it's called. It's crazy. And I don't know if this is my favorite part of the story, but the kind of love conquers all theme, that his father was basically willing to come back from hell and the dead to be like, that's the amount of love this man had for his child. He literally overcomes being dead and being in hell to get to, like, that's to me, that's the crux of the story, is just this love conquers all type of deal. I could break this story down for hours. Yeah, Clem says it's well written. I can't think of any Kojima games that aren't. I haven't played everything he's ever made. Like, I've never played Snatcher. I want to. I realize it's like $15,000 or some crazy. I don't think it's that much, but it's an expensive game for the Sega Saturn. It's on my collection list for sure, but like, I want to play Snatcher. I want to finally sit down and play Metal Gear 2, which I've never finished. Not Metal Gear Solid 2, but Metal Gear 2. And what I'm thinking about doing too, as far as streams are concerned, I have the entire Metal Gear series, 1, 2, Peace Walker, and then Solid 1, 2, and 3, all in an Xbox collection. So I'm wondering, sorry, indigestion, man. That veggie pizza and them onions, what? But yeah, thinking about maybe even streaming the whole Metal Gear series, and then thinking about, okay, what order do I play the games in? Because the games are completely out of order. 5 is actually, I think the first one is actually 3, followed by 5, followed by 1, then 2, then Metal Gear Solid 1, then 2, then Metal Gear Solid 4. I think that's the order. And then Peace Walkers, Jesus. Peace Walker, I think, is in between 3 and 5. Like, it goes 3, Peace Walker, 5, 3, Peace Walker, 5, 1, 2, Solid 1, Solid 2, Solid 4. I think that's how the Metal Gear thing goes. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'd actually play them not in the order they were released, but in the order of the story, so we could just follow the whole progression. And then you really get to see how insane Hideo Kojima is with just some of the stuff he comes up with, man. It's crazy dope. Clem says, I didn't like the second Metal Gear Solid, so I never played Snake Eater. Whew. So, Metal Gear Solid 2 is a tough one to love. Snake Eater is different, for sure. Way more open. It's not as claustrophobic. There's levels where you're out in the wide open, you know what I mean, like in the woods. So it's a very different Metal Gear game from, actually, it's the most like 1, to be honest with you. The original, not Metal Gear Solid, but 3 and Solid 3 and 1 have some strong similarities. So if you liked the original Metal Gear, not Metal Gear Solid, but the original Metal Gear, you'll probably dig. Like, if you liked original Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid 1, you will like Metal Gear Solid 3. Because it basically, I think, Kojima and company realized, trying to take this story down the Raiden path, the audience just was not going to have that. It's like, we don't want to play as this clown. Like, and so they had to, I think that's I imagine, I don't know, people who look into this stuff way more than I ever will can tell you off the top of their head, but I imagine them going from Metal Gear Solid 2 to Snake Eater, and then fast forwarding way into the future for Metal Gear Solid 4. I think that's what it had to do with. It was, alright, these people aren't going to accept Raiden, so forget about it. Let's go back and tell Snake's, or, you know, Naked Snake's original story to get us to here, and then the next one we'll go back to Solid Snake and finish his story real strong. Now, I haven't finished Metal Gear Solid 4, so I assume that's what it's about, is his kind of curtain call for his character. And then 5 takes it all the way back to the beginning again, and then I don't know if he ever even thought about doing a 6. I imagine 5 was going to be his magnum opus, and then he was going to be done with Metal Gear. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of conjecture and probably a lot of stupidity in there, because people that know the facts that fill in the blanks of what I'm saying can tell you off the top of their head. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 5 and Peace Walker are all Naked Snake. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the introduction of the original Snake character, and it's Naked Snake. And then from his and then it jumps forward to Peace Walker. Basically, I can't tell you what happens in 3, but 3 is the reason he becomes Big Boss. All right, like, and when you see the end of 3, you be like, oh yeah, of course, of course, that's what he became after what they fucking did to him. I'm surprised that's the worst he did, you know. So yeah, it's all prequels until you get back to Metal Gear Solid 4. Turn my headset back up.
Louise.
What a dope way to close that. Wow. So yeah, Solid 3, then Peace Walker, then 5 are all prequels. And then when you get to the original Metal Gear, you are fighting against the guy in all of the prequels. But you totally understand why when you play the prequels. Like, yeah, that's him. That's evil dictator is exactly what he was supposed to become based on the way he was treated. It's like, there's no other choice. Of course you got to become crazy. And that's what made me love his character so much, because I think a lot of combat soldiers can relate to that sense of institutional distrust. Like, why are we killing? Man, there wasn't another way to do this shit. I'm killing these motherfuckers for. You know, my father certainly felt that about Vietnam. I felt it about my experience. Thanks for everything. You're welcome. Got my new music. Now, one of the things I wish the game would let you do is just play the music throughout. Maybe it'll let me do that now that I'm in the bonus game. Journal 24 expansion has unlocked new interview data. New features have been added to your private room. Memories of Cliff. Okay. Change color scheme. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. I wonder where it's going to dump me for chapter 15. Gotta hurry up and finish this stream. It's going to be New Year's Day before... I expect it to be done by 9:30. You heathens making me finish this game. And there you have it, my friends. There you have it.
Good morning, Sam.
Good
Blood
morning.
collection complete.
Thank you for your generosity.
Well, look who's awake. Morning, Sam. You'll be happy to hear your vitals have stabilized, and that you're well on your way to recovery. Ah, not that it's your fault, but what I wouldn't give to trade places. We're all stuck in the president's office, working like dogs to get everything ready in time for the inauguration. But at least one of us is still free as a bird. You should head out. Make the most of it. Could even do some orders if you wanted. Might do you good to get back in the game.
Word.
You may recall it was raining buckets back when you left for Amelie's Beach. We took a real beating at the time, but we've done our best to service the structures and vehicles in the area. So you know, any cargo that was stored in your private locker at a damaged facility should have been transferred to your private locker here at this distro center. Anyway, busy or not, we'll still be on the end of the line if you need us. And if you want some alone time, we should be able to manage for now. Just make sure you're back in time for the big day, all right? See you then. Hey, Sam, you sure you don't have any unfinished business?
Pass the time until the presidential inauguration. Well, if that ain't fitting for the current situation that America's in. Hey, Zeus! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, Happy New Year. Secondly, thank you so much for taking this ride with me. This has been a lot of damn fun, and it's always great to do one of these streams and actually enjoy the game from start to finish. You know, this game gets off to a rocky start, but it doesn't take long before the game starts to inform you through the gameplay that, hey, there's something here that you're probably going to dig. Just hang with us. Like, get through this tedious shit in the beginning because it has a purpose, and it's going to create the tension that makes you feel amazing 2 hours from now. So but the game does a great job of foreshadowing that, oh, I get what the game's up to. This is dope. And then it's funny because basically at the beginning of Act 3, they take that all away from you, and it's like, all this work! But then they give you something even cooler. And that's kind of the loop of the game, is this perfect balance, as perfect as you can get, between tension and freedom and joy, and the joy of play. And it's really, really an excellent kind of ballet that Kojima and company put together for this one. So, wow. I'm blown away by Death Stranding. And it's funny because for the whole year that it was out, I think before I played it, I kept thinking to myself, I want to try it. And I always feel that way with Kojima games, because all of his games have that oomph to them. But I kept saying, it's a freaking delivery game. You hate tedium in video games, blah, blah, blah. But for whatever reason, Kojima figured out the formula to even take some of the tedious things in the game and give them a sense of place and purpose, to where my biggest beef with most video games is that I feel like I'm wasting time doing shit. And by wasting time, I mean, let's be clear, playing a video game is technically wasting time. But I mean, I'm wasting time in the game not doing the purpose of playing the game, which is to give myself joy. And this game just figured out a way to make sure that I was getting that, no matter what I was doing, whether it was something tedious like building a road, or putting up a structure, or even carrying something on foot 6,000 meters or whatever, 6 clicks. The game figured out a way, Kojima and them figured out a way to make that enjoyable and make it feel like I'm doing something that's bringing me joy. And I can't even fully explain why, because there's so many games that do a lot of the stuff that this game does that I would have a fit over. Now, part of it is a lot of what I take issue with in most of these kind of story-driven video games is the dialogue scenes. They're very, very clumsy in a lot of video games. And of course they are, man. They spent $6 billion getting this game to work. The last thing they're thinking about is the voice actors getting all the lines perfect, right? So I respect that. But it's like, if you're going to make the player sit through hours of it, then, like, man up and figure out how to make it right. Kojima never misses with that shit. Never. Like, go back and play the original Metal Gear Solid and listen to the cutscenes. Back in those days, shit was tight. That was 1996, I'll remind you guys. Or 7. Can't remember which. Either way, I love you guys, man. Happy New Year. This has been amazing. It's been a great ride. Here's what I need you guys to tell me real quick in the comments, and then I'm going to go check on my kids. I'm not finished with this game for me yet. So I'm going to keep playing Death Stranding. I don't know that I necessarily need to stream it, because all I'm going to be focused on at this point is doing what the game now opened up in Chapter 15, which is closing up all of the things that I haven't done up to this point in terms of achievements. Right, so tonight or whenever I'll have to do an evaluation of all the achievements that I got tonight, which was a lot. It should have got us pretty close to done, except for the two major achievements I'm working on, which are making 1,000 deliveries on hardest difficulty or whatever. And then getting all the facilities to 5-star ratings. That's the other thing. That's the one that takes forever. To include, and I didn't tell you guys this, but one of the delivery spots that you saw me go to, and you'll see it if we decide to stream it, but that's what you guys got to tell me. One of the delivery spots that I went to in a stream, we all didn't realize it at the time, although Matab and Ryan probably did because they're nerds, but that's Higgs' house. It's Higgs' crib, man. And if you don't remember that or you weren't here for it, don't worry. If I do decide to stream this continually, then you'll see his house, because we have to make deliveries to it. It's kind of a joke. Like, I didn't realize the game is actually trolling you. But when you figure out why it's trolling you, it's like, oh, that's actually really, really cool. That's dope. It's Higgs' house. He's the one making you deliver these damn pizzas on foot. It's Higgs. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty dope thing. I never told you guys that because I didn't want to. I knew a lot of Higgs stuff was coming later in the game, and I didn't want to spoil it for you. Anyway, wow, what an effing game. So my question to you all is, would you like me to stream me continuing to get these achievements, or would you just rather me move on to the next game as far as the streams are concerned? But yeah, that's the game, man. This has been a tremendous pleasure, not just to play it, but more importantly to hang out with you guys while I've done it. So awesome. I don't think I'd still be playing video games if I didn't get a chance to talk with you guys about them. So it's a good time. Actually, I'd still be playing them, but I wouldn't enjoy them as much. Let's see. Before you go, explain what is Snatcher. Look it up. Just look up Snatcher Sega Saturn, and you'll, matter of fact, go to YouTube, look up Snatcher and Game Sack, and let Joe tell you all about Snatcher, because it's like his favorite game ever, and it's the prize of his collection. So yeah, look up Game Sack Snatcher on YouTube and enjoy. Now, admittedly, the guys doing that show are older than me, so I remember I had a guy tell me this one time, one of the guys I was coaching on YouTube years ago, and I was showing him one of the examples of a channel that was doing really well at the time. It's dead now, but he goes and watches it, and he's a younger guy, a bit younger than me. He's like, dude, this is boring. And I was like, oh yeah, you guys are like 10 years younger than me. You like that hyperactive bullshit. I tried to watch X Play the other day and almost had a seizure. I was like, what in this? The show sounds like a seizure. It sounds like a horrible seizure. It's ridiculous, right? So just be advised that they're not necessarily, they're older dudes, so they're not like, you're not gonna watch them and get a Dr. Disrespect vibe where it's, gritty and I guess dude bro-y. They're just two old nerds. Ryan says yes, stream. Now, but think about what you're signing up for, though. There's no more story left of this game. That's it. Like, the story portions outside of some conversations, like, it's basically going to be me just making deliveries for the rest of the game, and I have to, fix some of the structures I built, so there's some technical work, but it's mostly just me making deliveries and telling jokes. So if you want to see that, I'm happy to continue streaming it. But you guys got to let me know. Let's see who else chimed in. Clem says, I grew up around older people. That's cool. I'm just letting you know it's not a typical gaming channel where it's hyper as fuck and it jump cuts all over the place and people's faces zooming into the screen. It's gaming for old farts like me who cannot watch children make gaming content. I just can't. I'm just like, nope. This is going to make me have a seizure. Too old for this hyperactive shit. Clem says you're talking to the guy who likes boring. All right. Cool. Cool. I'm just making you aware. Doing my what is it? What's that thing? Fiduciary duty, or my Hippocratic oath, to just let you know. It's, two dudes older and crustier than me making video game content, for God's sake. So if you're alright with that, they do play some kind of hyperactive heavy metal music sometimes in their shows that's annoying, but usually they keep the volume down, so it's not that bad. Either way, I love you guys, man. Happy effing New Year. Go be awesome. I'll see you tomorrow.